Hello. Oops. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. It's like 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night. What else do you do except for a Facebook Live? Cool. So, today's topic is your space of possibility. What exactly is that for you? So, I was looking at this. There's been, oh, hello, Karen. There's been a bit of talk about looking at like the reality beyond this reality that you're aware of, okay? And that's basically that that possibility. Oh, 8 o'clock, lucky you, you've got an hour on top of me. There's and that reality has like a space of its own that is greater than the space that this reality be. So there's like an energy space and consciousness that you be when you tap into that reality that you're aware of, okay? And that space of possibility, oh, Lisa, 5 a.m., holy mother of God, whereabouts are you in the world? Goodness. So there's like that space of possibility that you're aware of the reality beyond this reality, is only something that you're aware of and that you can tap into that's like true for you. Okay. Oh, hello, Miss Bronwyn. Yay, you're on live. Oh, Miami. Welcome, Miami. 5 a.m. in Miami. Oh, nice. So I was having a look at what that is for me. And like I've been doing some sessions with people and some like on some of the calls that I've done, is that everyone is aware of like this possibility of the reality beyond this reality. And sometimes it is just an energy that you're aware of. And sometimes there are some words that are like attached to that space of possibility you're aware of. And that space is basically if you're willing to be, oh, Michigan, oh my God, 20 degrees and snow. Ooh. Okay, Lisa, you're making me feel cold just by reading that comment. What was I saying? Right. Oh, that space is the space that if you're willing to be more of, like, and choose from and create and generate with that space of possibility of that reality beyond this reality, in this reality, then that will actually start to get you to actualize that reality a lot quicker. So rather than working and playing in the space of this reality, trying to actualize the reality you know is possible, like if you were to tap into that space, whether you put words to it or not, irrelevant, whatever works for you. And if you started to be that space more and start to choose from that space and create and generate from that space, then you're already being that reality that you know is possible, and you're pulling it in to outcreate this reality. Okay? God, I hope this is making sense. Again, makes sense when I like look at it and write it down, and then it comes out in words and it's like, ugh, okay, cool. So sometimes like some of the people that I've been speaking to and like facilitating, they have a sense of this space, and when they're talking about like the things that they want and the things that they're asking for, there's actually an awareness in there of what that space is. And some of the spaces that have been named, so to speak, is like one of the ladies I was speaking to is basically said, well, you know, it's like when I'm being that space, there's this joy of being that I be. And I'm like, cool. So is that the space of possibility that's real and true for you, that you know of, that's going to create that reality that you know is available? She's like, yeah. So whenever you're not being that space, you're not creating with and from that reality that you know is possible. Like another lady I spoke to, she was like, her space of possibility was this energy of irresistibly irresistible. And I'm like, wow, like that space of possibility as well is like what's real and true for her. And when she's not being that energy, that is when she's not being her. And that is when that's when she's like creating from this reality to try to bring the other reality into actualization. And someone else just today, her space was like being her voice. And it wasn't about the physical vocab or like the words that she was saying. There was just an energy and a whole bunch of other energies that she was aware of that reality that came out as being her voice. You know, it was like just a magnificent energy that she had. Oh, you're welcome, Bronwyn. You're welcome. I love talking to and speaking to and playing with energies so much faster than people and words. I love it. So, and there's something I put in the comments. Dain Heer, I read a quote of his, who's like the co-founder of Access Consciousness. Whenever you look from this reality, all you can see is limitation. When you look from beyond this reality, all you see is possibilities. So if you're willing to look from beyond this reality and tap into that reality that's beyond this reality that you know is possible, and start to play with the energy, space, and consciousness of that in this reality, be, do, choose, create, and generate, I wonder how much faster and greater that reality will actually like show up for you. Ramneet says, so sometimes we just get off our space. Yeah. How can we get back to that? So Ramneet, like when we get out of that space, it's basically where we start to buy into this reality, right? It's where we start to buy into the lies of this reality, like judgment, or by someone else's point of view, right? Which kind of like puts us off track from our space. So if you'd like to return to that space of who you be, a really cool way is to tap into that space energetically and pull it in, and just pull it in even more, and like just infuse your body with all the molecules and the particles that are in your body with that space. And you can also ask a question, you know, what energy, space, and consciousness can mean my body be to be the energy, space, and consciousness of that space of possibilities I truly be? Then you can run like the access clearing statement. And for anyone that doesn't know about the access clearing statement, I'll put a link in it to it in the post for this Facebook Live. Cool. Yes. Veronica says this is so clear and helpful. You're welcome, Missy. So something else that you can be and do is just basically, if you're not being that space, like I said, you're buying into all of this other stuff, right? That's not true for you, because they're dense energies and they're heavy, and you start to feel like, ugh, I just don't want to be here. This is really hard. None of that is true for you. So if you're aware that that's like dense and heavy, then, you know, another tool is to, who does that belong to? Return it to sender, not yours, and pull in that space of possibility that you're aware of. Okay? So my question is, for you, what if you started to play with what that space of possibility is for you? And again, whether you just get the energy of it or there's some words attached, great. Whatever works for you. Okay? And just quickly, I put a link in there. If you want to tap into more of that space, or if you don't even know what that space is for you, I'm going to be doing an energy ball exercise tomorrow at 8 a.m. Australian time, $20 Australian. We're going to do a lot of clearings and, you know, like clear the way to get you closer to that space if you don't know what it is, and also clear the way to get you to like choose to be that space more with total ease. And then we're going to do an energy ball exercise to really pull in everything and everyone that can contribute to more of that space showing up for you, and, you know, being more of that space. Because when you're in that space, this is where everything starts to fall into place. This is where magic, you know, is created, where you be the magic, where you start to, you know, where you choose to be the miracle that you truly be. And that space is the gift and the contribution that you be to the planet, that you be to you, that you be to your family, to your friends, to everything and everyone. That is your gift, and that is your uniqueness. And if you guys are willing to unhide it and uncover it and be it, shit, I was about to swear then, and I did as well. Oh my goodness. Well, then I invite you to come on board and start playing with those energies. It's, the ease and the joy and the fun that being in that space is, and creating from that space, it starts to give you a sense of the infinite possibilities that really are available to us. And you know what? This reality starts to become less of a problem. So enjoy wherever you are in the world. Like now it's about 5:15 in the morning in Miami, snowing. Have fun and know what's true for you. Know what that space of possibility is for you, and ask some questions around that to pull in the energies of that. And if it lights you up, I'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Sydney time. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Okay, see ya.